Alden here from Love Life Yarn. Today we're going to be crocheting these adorable little acorns. They're super simple, work up really fast, and you just need 2 colors of fingering weight yarn. If you want to be bigger, you can use any yarn you have in your stash. We start right here at the bottom, work our way up, and then give a texture stitch here for the top, a little stem, and it's all done. So this works up really quick, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So are you ready? Let's get started. Materials I need for this project include some scrap fingering weight yarn. I use these little Katona skeins that I got a huge pack of all the colors, so I just have a bunch of those laying around. Also a size D 3.25 millimeter hook, a yarn needle, stitch marker, and a bit of fiberfill for stuffing. To begin, we're going to make a magic ring. Hold the tail end of the yarn in front of your hand. Wrap the yarn around your first 2 fingers, making an X in the back, and then hold it behind your fingers. Bring your hook through, pull the loop up. Now remove your fingers, and it should look similar to this. It takes a little fiddling, but you should have a circle with 2 layers of yarn at the top, and we're going to chain 1. We're going to single crochet 4 over these 2 pieces of yarn. So insert, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. Again, insert, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, and do that 2 more times. Okay, we have 4 stitches now, and we're going to pull it close. So grab the tail end of your yarn and pull tightly. It's not going to make a complete circle because there's only 4 stitches. Usually you use 6 or 8, but we want a pointed tip of our acorn. So when you have 4 here, you're going to work into that very first stitch right here. You're going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch. So maybe a little tight at the beginning. Mine's a little tight this very first stitch. So I'm going to use my fingernail to help me get in. Go underneath both loops and work a single crochet, just like we did in the circle. Okay, now insert to the same stitch and single crochet again. Now you want to use your stitch marker to mark that first stitch. That way you know how many that you've worked. So there's 2 there, and you're going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, we have our 8 stitches, and this is going to be the very tip, the little pointy part there. So go ahead and take out your stitch marker and single crochet in the very first stitch. And I'm going to mark that stitch again. And now work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So there's that 1, and now I'm working 2 here. Okay, we're going to repeat that. Okay, you'll single crochet 1, and then work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. This gets us to 12 stitches because it's growing by 4 every time. So we went from 4 to 8, and now we're going to have 12. Okay, you can see it's starting to take shape here. Go ahead and move our stitch marker, and we're going to single crochet that first one and mark it again. So this round we're going to single crochet 2, so that was just 1. Here's our second single crochet, 1, 2, and now I'm going to work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So 2 single crochet in the same one, and I'll repeat. Okay, single, single, 2 single in this stitch, single, single, 2 single, So that just increases us to 16 stitches. All right, when you finish and you have 16 stitches, it should look like this. So let's take out our stitch marker and single crochet in that first stitch. Okay, we're going to replace my marker. And for this, you'll single crochet 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to increase in the next one. So work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. All right, and we're just going to repeat that. Single crochet 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then increase. 1, 2, 3, increase, 1, 2, 3, increase, and you'll have 20 stitches. All right, when you have 20 stitches, you're just going to work 2 more rounds of single crochet on the 20 stitches. So just single crochet in each stitch around twice, and that's going to give you those 20 stitches, but a little bit taller. So work 2 more rounds even in single crochet. All right, here we are. Leave the last loop on your hook on that very last single crochet. So see, I have 2 loops on my hook, and I'm going to finish out the last single crochet with my new color. So you can see I just pulled it through there like a regular single crochet, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the lighter color yarn because I don't need it anymore. It's just going to get in the way. There we go. Pull things a little tighter. Can be a little finicky at first, so just go ahead and pull the lighter colored yarn, okay, tight, and then I'm going to go and stuff mine in. Get it down here where you can see it. Sorry about that. And then pull my new color, the tail, and put it in as well because that will just get in the way. All right, and we're ready to chain. We're going to chain 3 with our new color. Okay, counts as a half double crochet and a chain 1. Skip the next stitch. So you can see this is where this one's connected. And then skip the next one. Half double crochet in the back loop only. And you can see right here, just the back loop. Chain 1. Skip the next stitch. Half double crochet in the back loop only. So split that stitch. Work in the back loop. Chain 1. We're going to repeat this around. We're going to skip and then half double, skip, half double, all the way to the beginning. All right, here we are. I've worked in this, which is the last one, chained 1, and now I'm working into my turning chain. So there are, right here in the second one, you chained 3, so you want to skip 1, that will be our chain 1, and go ahead and slip stitch to join this round. All right, the next round you need to chain 1. We're going to work a feather stitch. So you yarn over, insert into the chain space, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, come down to this single crochet that we skipped and work in the back loop, drop a loop, get my yarn to cooperate here, yarn over one more time, go to the next chain space and draw up a loop, and you should have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and draw through all of them, chain 1 to close. Okay, and when you see the next one, yarn over, insert into the same chain space that has the last leg of your last one, yarn over, come down here to your single crochet that you skipped, grab the back loop and drop a loop, yarn over, go to the next chain space, drop a loop, yarn over, and draw through all the loops on your hook. And then you chain 1. So we're going to work this way all the way around. All right, here I am at the end here. You can see where I began. Actually, I usually tie these, so I pull them tighter. I don't like the way it's looking, so looks a little bit better. Just trying to get them going. So the last one, this last chain space, working a feather stitch in. And then the very last leg of it, you can see we're kind of at the beginning here. And so I'm going to go ahead and work right next to the feather stitch we just made. Chain 1. So you can see we've got all of our little feather stitches making our nice little top for our acorn. Now this right here, you can see it might leave a little bit of a hole, which you can always come back and get later. But okay, actually it's getting on my nerves. I'm going to go ahead and tie this because it was really getting on my nerves here. When I made the other ones that I've made before I did this one on camera, I went ahead and always tied it. So I'm going to tie it off so that it leaves less of a hole. But if you do see a hole there a little bit, you can always, as you're weaving in your ends, you can just close it up. All right, and actually for this one, I'm going to go ahead and turn it inside out because you do turn here to work the other direction. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it inside out completely since I'm already there. You can see here our last feather stitch. All right, so we're going to work into that chain space now. All right, yarn over, drop loop, and then come down to this chain space, the row below. So you yarn over and pull up a loop. Into the next chain space, yarn over and pull up a loop. And then yarn over, chain space in the row below, pull up a loop. And in the third chain space, yarn over, drop a loop. You have 11 loops on your hook, so you have a lot here. Yarn over and draw through all of them. Okay, sometimes you have to go, it's not cooperating with me right now, so you have to go through them a little slowly. And other times you can pull it through all at once. And chain one, and you'll repeat that around. So inserting into the chain space and then the chain space below, chain space below, and the next chain space. Of course, you yarn over before each one, yarn over and draw through all 11 and chain one to close the stitch. So when you finish this, you'll have 5 of these feather stitches. All right, so at this point, when we're here, and we are all the way done with that, I'm going to stuff it. So I got my fiberfill right here, and I'm going to put that in and stuff it firmly. Okay, it's up to you how much you want to put in it, but I wanted a decent amount in this, so I put a decent amount in there to keep it nice and firm. A lot of times I'll glue me stuff not all the way super firm. Now if there's a hole here, like I said, we can come back and get it when we weave in the ends. So go ahead and stuff it all in there. And then we're going to work our decrease to the top. So chain one, single crochet 2 together. So insert, pull up a loop, and then insert in the chain space and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 3 loops. Insert into the feather stitch, pull up a loop, insert into the chain space, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Repeat this and you will have 5 stitches. All right, here are our 5 stitches. So what we're going to do now is we're going to close this just a little bit more for our stem. Okay, so we're going to single crochet 2 together. And it gets a little fiddly because it's getting pretty small. So just have to work with it. There we go, single crochet 2 together. And then I'm going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches so that I have 4 total stitches. All right, so just keep working that. Like I said, it gets a little tricky because it gets really small up here, but just keep working. And then the last round, round 5, you'll just single crochet in each stitch for a total of 4 stitches for that round as well. Okay, you can see here that I worked my other round here, and then I fastened off and pulled the yarn down through the center here, and then I used my yarn to just fill in any gaps that it had, because it might have a few. Just use your yarn needle, so like this, and you would just go through these strands and kind of pull it a little tight if you have any holes. That's what I did with this, and you can see it's nice and tight. There's no holes in it, no fiberfill showing through. So that's what you want to do with your very last end that you have to weave in. And then hide that end and you're all done.